Dear members of AIESEC, right now I'm in the boardroom. We actually call it the blue room. We painted in blue. Some members of AIESEC International did that, and we had a lot of fun. This is the first of a series of messages that in AIESEC International we will be releasing every second month from now on until the end of our term. And the idea of this is to share with you some of the impressions that we have of what is happening in the network, plus some news that we have for you. I want to start by saying that today we have released the applications for AIESEC International for the term 2007-2008, and we are more than happy to see who of you will be applying for this amazing experience. Just go to the global members community and you will find everything that you need. The process is outlined there, the application form, the job descriptions. So have fun reading and looking forward to see your applications. Now, there are a couple of things that I wanted to talk with all of you. It's funny because in AI, the members of AIESEC International say that without a marker, I cannot speak, and I'm starting to believe that it's true. So, a couple of things that I wanted to talk with you. Number one, about our vision, about the vision of the organization that we need to be in order to perform the role that we want to perform in society. There are 5 numeric goals associated with this vision. Those goals are number of exchanges, number of members, number of leadership opportunities, number of exchanges that have been realized with a person that already have had a leadership opportunity in AIESEC, and number of countries that we are present in. This year, for different circumstances, we have been facing some challenges with the number of exchanges. In the last analysis that Cornelia is the VP exchange, in the last analysis that Cornelia did of the exchange numbers, the raising of TNs on this last period, in this last month, 4 months since we start our term, has been never seen before. So this is a warm and great congratulations message to all of you there that have been taking your time and the challenge of calling the companies, calling different organizations and raising that TNs. That's beautiful, that's awesome. Every TN that you raise, every TN that is raised outside there is an opportunity for somebody to live a unique experience. Our problem right now is that we don't have enough essence in the system to actually realize that opportunities. We are taking our time not just to develop ourselves when we go to those marketing calls, when we go to those company meetings, but we are also investing our time in making sure that somebody will have that opportunity. But we don't have that people ready there. There have been a lot of discussions about the AIESEC experience. There have been a lot of discussions about what it means, the AIESEC experience. And I think that right now is the moment for us to make some clarifications. The AIESEC experience, it is not the flow that you see here. The AIESEC experience is not this that is here. The AIESEC experience, it is an experience. That's what the name is. AIESEC experience. What is what I experienced when I'm in AIESEC? What is what you experience when you are in AIESEC? That is the AIESEC experience. The AIESEC experience in the flow is the ideal flow of the learning or the learning path that I can take through my AIESEC experience. Ideally, and in the best of all the cases, I go through an introduction to AIESEC that passed me through an induction process. Ideally, from there, after I understand the organization and I understand what the organization's aims, what are the goals of this organization, I start to see what my goals are, then when those things combine, I'm going to a taking responsibility stage. And taking responsibility is not about working. It is not about, I take responsibility because I have a job description. Taking responsibility is a firm and a strong belief in learning by doing. Because taking responsibility means that I take responsibility for my own learning when I do things in AIESEC. In AIESEC, we believe in learning by doing. If I don't do things in AIESEC, then I'm not learning. But it's also taking responsibility for the learning of others. And that is the first principle of the AIESEC experience. So ideally, after I finish my introduction to AIESEC, I go to taking responsibility. Then I have the opportunity to apply for a leadership role or for an exchange opportunity, an exchange experience. And from then on, I head for the future. All these discussions that have been happening around, we cannot select members that are going right away in exchange because they didn't have an induction process that lasted for X amount of months without you. All this discussion, where is this taking us? It's taking us to a place in which, number one, and I don't think you can see that, number one, we will have unsatisfied customers. Because all these companies, all these organizations that trusted AIESEC and said, yes, I want your talent to come to my organization, they will not receive that people. And number two, we will have a lot of opportunities that are not going to be taken by anybody. And I don't think for you, if you raise one TN of this huge amount of TNs that have been raised, that never have been raised before, if you are one of those persons, I truly believe that one of the things why you raise this TN is because you want somebody to take on that experience, that opportunity. It's going to be really sad if you invested your time and nobody's going to take that opportunity. There have been some comments around, and some of the directors have been in your countries, and they have been facing comments like, oh, pocket recruitment is evil. Right? In a sense, it's completely against the AIESEC experience. Why? Who say that you need X amounts of months here, and that is not flexible? AIESEC is about flexibility. The AIESEC experience is a flexible platform in which I can take on opportunities. Yes, there are certain things that I definitely need to ensure. I need to ensure that, number one, this person that is going here is having an induction, is having an introduction to AIESEC. But nobody said that I need to waste or to spend 6 months of time in order to be ready to go. If I am in the last year of university, I've never been a member of AIESEC, but I just discovered AIESEC. Why? Because maybe AIESEC was not very popular in my university. And with brand implementation and talent management processes, AIESEC has become better in my university. And I decided to give it a try. I'm about to finish my university. I go to AIESEC and I want to go on an exchange. And then the person in the office tells me, no, I'm sorry, you cannot be a member of AIESEC, you cannot go on an exchange because you need to be in AIESEC for at least 6 months and then to take 6 months more of taking responsibility and so on and so forth.